How did Operation Tabarin claim territory in Antarctica? Have you ever wondered how nations assert their claims over the icy expanse of Antarctica? One fascinating chapter in this story is Operation Tabarin. Launched in 1943, this British military and scientific expedition aimed to strengthen Britain's territorial claims in Antarctica during World War II. The operation was a direct response to Argentina and Chile's counterclaims over the Falkland Islands dependencies. Interestingly, the name Tabarin comes from a Paris nightclub, hinting at the secretive nature of the mission. Before Operation Tabarin, countries often claimed territories in Antarctica by simply planting flags or leaving plaques. These actions were largely symbolic and did not establish a lasting presence. However, Operation Tabarin changed this approach by establishing the first permanently occupied British bases in Antarctica. Bases like those at Deception Island and Port Lockroy were staffed year-round, demonstrating a practical assertion of sovereignty. The British strategy went beyond just building huts. Teams conducted administrative tasks, such as running a postal service, and engaged in scientific research in areas like geology, biology, and meteorology. These activities were not just foreknowledge. They served as evidence of effective occupation, which is a key factor in territorial disputes. The meteorological data collected during this operation also supported Allied shipping in the South Atlantic, linking the mission to broader wartime needs. A notable aspect of Operation Tabarin was its direct response to rival claims. Argentina and Chile had been active in the region, placing their own markers and flags. British teams removed these foreign symbols and replaced them with British ones, directly challenging the opposing claims. This tit-for-tat approach was common in polar territorial disputes, where physical presence and visible markers were often the main means of asserting control. The operation also had a military component. By establishing bases, Britain aimed to deny safe anchorages to enemy ships while gathering intelligence. However, the primary focus remained on reinforcing territorial claims. The bases became centers for mapping and exploration, extending British influence across the Antarctic Peninsula. The legacy of Operation Tabarin is evident in the continued British presence in Antarctica and its role in shaping the later Antarctic Treaty. This treaty suspended territorial claims and promoted scientific cooperation among nations. From the perspective of polar regions history, Operation Tabarin illustrates how military, scientific, and administrative actions were combined to assert sovereignty in one of the world's most remote areas. It set a precedent for how nations could use year-round occupation and practical activities to support their claims, a method still relevant in discussions about polar governance today.